It's 30 aka 2 weeks.
Papa SHEE ubetumi achire wadwen. But Evangelist Papa SHEE.
Oh, Mr.
Evangelist Papa SHEE me pese me kan si wanim pise unye chief mourner. Unye busuani.
I'm speaking for the half of the family.
Unye busuani.
From day one.
Chief mourner. And the way you are peddling yourself in the name of me brother and Tina me Papa SHEE me person me catch her was saying. Who are you? Who cause confusion?
When I cause confusion?
Because you supporting things enye nyamisu bai na wo da na di na wo cause confusion enye nyamisu wo betina wo the Bible amayen Bible watch amayen ni na ba wo hia Bible ne sen
I love Bible.
Yes,
I use the Bible.
Na fe mu asem ye na Papa SHEE twe wo ho
men support to evil.
Twe wo ho
I don't support evil. I don't support evil. I won't allow them.
Abusia for some makwaba about Content Have UK YouTube channel. Neda masene abrene nyina mo support am de man. Man so ye kaka ho say wo unsubscribe ye no be me subscribe button ne so. Na the content one so like it no share no comment. Memory of so some dey able to post notification and nya do so ho na won saka. Some be discuss ye nra UTV program kase e course so na je say o man Ghana obi ya ka ho asem. That me say yes hit age na mu ankasa. Na juma de ne course no panelist ba ko adodo na nim say fe ne Yaa Yeboah. Oni Papa SHEE Evangelist enya banta bi you say we can na we aka emuna Yaa Yeboah e ka share Papa SHEE say onye chief mourner onye busuani into on train ho na busuafo nyoma ye asem wo kan anye Papa SHEE de e mo no so kan bi kire no kra ma ne kan say Yaa Yeboah edidi na tem e wo akosi aboaje program so na despite media pani e o say kwa me despite mpo entimi nkasa ntia na maame akosia sewa enenti na ye pese me ahwefo nso hu de course nti no ene ye desa adwuma de ebram monhwe na mu wi a madwenche bia mo won so mu leave comment section ase
MC Yanko.
Yes. I don't know what me say first. Anyway, yeah, better I think say all parties are same. This has been a long, can I say it's a battle. It's been a long time coming. Say I share any more say ruling no ebeba na judgment no abananka asumdwe abana che say ye moving on to the burial of Daddy Lumba inti the edi kind empress my main boy team legal wife for abaso oma ya de pa oma chere say emma kase wo mo kom ho abom aku ama bibia they will move mountains to make sure that they get what they want and say suno void of insults and any attacks no oma danedi woma chere say emma esipi esijina ye bi say ye pbibia dia ye be ye bia ye nsa be kan ye be ye we don't care if obaba aboso so ogina wachi a the person ye bia obey oma dasa esunedi I mean yeah na edu baby na me wonder from organizations some at some point ye the aduane court ho ye the nsuo ye the nsa there were branded t-shirts bags and all of that at some point some me wonder say if one now you know who is behind this organization prior to the judgment na ebeba no ye hu say like your high speakers your printed banners any ade anka che say e collector anka nyu soluku ketwa enti no mebo mabaso na mo mesre say asema eba ya na ye ka no ada no metena ha ka asem bi amanfo antemase ebi mu didi matem me kai se na councilor lucho tete ha one ma nya adwen me say law is paper life is reality empress se ba ne say ye court ni akwa could ka asema enye sentiments enye emotions enye nia wo feeli ena enye nia mate eye dia wo betumi approve dia wo betumi ada na di dia wo betumi a kire wa asemu a wo di evidence ebetaye kire na wo di a kire say ma asem we a me ken me evidence ni because ya take ase bi a ya kan say he who alleges must prove enti law eye paper den na wo a wo di kire enti empress I'm saying see I think in the month of August, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I year 1 week. Ne boko bibia koso asumdwemu. And check, I think say fast forward in the month of October, and you who say court letters be flying near the idea. Na metieti nkomoni bia ampese me kan bibi say me say nkofo bi wo ha misinformation ne niema ne bi omo ntiase. Well, the minimum no minim so do broni amfo obi anko court na emom ono ne yede ne court enti na we so represent na oye den okono kire ne nsem mu ye court ema ye koka asemi. I think said the very first week asemi see a resolution e ba ye ne say na nka judge ne recommend say be ya yenyi asem ni nkofie na nka ye nkoye den ye nkoka na mejidi ye pa say afamienu ni na omo kan say omo teye but na bi mo sigina ye say there be we will still ride through the law system to make sure say ye benya dia ye den ebe because ni ye gidi bi say ye wo bibia ye de kwa kire na ma ya asemu ayedu ye wo bibia ye kwa ka court no na ya kire court ne say ni enti a mi sigina ye say no me evidence nie me nsem nie say na court no ahwe. It was because we had respect, number one, and because we trusted in the judiciary system, and it was because we knew that otemuafo a wobetena asem ne so no wobehwa asem na afamienu ni na no de na temu ato ho. Na empress fast forward yako eye judge case yaba ya pronouncement and as a menkase judgment, which in my humble opinion I think said this is a profound judgment from the judge, you know. Na empress say no eye me wanwa kakra say womo ana womo gigina mu say ye be court ye the assembly court ye wo case afi dey say rumors rumors and some ankofo can say na judge no wakoje bribe and a judge no when do assembly ye and you betumi a kire but who can say judge akoje bribe no do you have evidence to prove that? I think say we have to give the respect na ye de ma court a enunti no ye kukuru ya asem court as even court na recommend say anka ye nye den ye asem ni mafia still ye gina so a ye kan say ye de be court no ye mfa sa obuo na emma court no ni mfa sa obuo na nso ma judge no. Let us not try to disrespect our judiciary system. Enunti na appeal court wo. So we feel say atemu na judge ne di amano eni amwa wa na say anyewoda you can always appeal your case. Emrama ho kwan obia enye den ensi wo ho kwan. Pacho de ameka no tiase emrama ho kwan pa say obetumi aye den akọ na wakọ appeal court na wache wakoka wa assembium na bi atemu foforo ebeba no say koma wa fine anko ama wo so then you resort to the next step obepese obeye den obe resort to na empress ade ba ko amesua wa adwuma we mu kakra me ba mu yi ene you know we share the way ansem ko ni say you don't have to go out of your way to offend people. I say we offend people because you never know. You never know. Because I say we shall say, and I may say be a lawyer could say to me and line so. One of the things I may observe here was the influx of interviews na lawyer could see granted. Now, me share my dream. Advice say as a sister say, ebeya. Stop the unnecessary PR and focus on edumana and we say we because se si ano atemo na me metie ne dia eye lawyer fati ababekan eniema 9 ena na mama kosuase ope die dikan se court no enhye no nkire se wono pe eno ye the surviving spouse of eye Daddy Lumba die tosu mienu court and said the first defendant and the second defendant no omo have any dealings in any way say be ebusuan penny any odobroni and deal in any way ma be ebusuan penny nka say be odobroni yiri ni anasese na etoso 9 etoso miensa court ne say onu mama kosua say one obe performing the widowhood rights the etoso 9 court no enhwe say odobroni enam emmo ne ho nsamra ne say or a legal wife. These are the 4 things and as a reliever na mama kosua siki. And for me, before I take this legal step no, ye kwakota ye kwako kaya asem no, one of the imperative enyema ye here e wasi ye de kokota say de kire say anokwasem aware a me sisem ma ware no me nkrata na say me nyema e kire say ma ware no enie. Because that will be one of the requirements that is needed of you to prove that indeed you are legally married. Now, according to a Evidence Act, no so chirest. Ansa na wodi evidence ebe fia manone ebeba ansa na ebe entano wo Ghana court no, it has to go through some processes. And me very sure say mrenim ni lawyer kusi oyawe. Because he's a renowned lawyer. So I'm very sure that he knows these things. Now, what baffles my mind, and my submission is based on what played out in the court. Why didn't we go through those processes to present our legal documents? And I said documents are say minamiye legal wife. Why did we go all this way? Not to go through the right processes, because anybody you are ordering a case would want to defend the case now or present evidence. Why didn't we go through all these processes? Because from the judgment na judge in the bano or say enkrata mo dia ba betu mani mu say mu legal and answer mu should I say original certificate mo say mo dia wari ni me jintum. I don't want to use the word fake, but you know, because and your original because it was a copy. In the court, she asked for the original papers. Me kai say in one of the interviews, Papa SHEE can say, court no Evangelist Papa SHEE can say, court ni busa say, legal documents no way ma osu opie kofa bai. Me kai. And or had to me boy if you to me and correct me. I said that there was an interview or can so legal documents no more require or more diaba. See I me say what happened? Was it a lie? Na asema ye kandie to futregu ye ni ana na ye den. Because from what has gone on clearly, there was no original certificate a check say indeed our no authentic and I say ya dey court be to me ahwa den agiatum ye to so mienu metietie nkomoni bia e bi mu ka say judge no sebio akwaje bribe judge no was not fair because o ka say obi nye legally married but still on cost you kuna adentia from enkro no omobo wo court no there was a customary marriage between Mama Akosua Sewa and Daddy Lumba. Now from the account teacher can thank abema no or chiremu say one teacher one of the witnesses MC lawyer kusi friend or stand in so ye chiremu say akamemu say oba so oja aware and obi so oja aware no or the nsa kwa e we say busua ne tena se ni ye ka asem no e ma ye gepenie na chese aware no egu okay enti die sevi mekase the saving Mama Akosua Ohonisa apparently ebusuana ntena se anka asem no nti that means say sa aware no na still valid nti aware ni ngui aware the customary under the customary law no and under the customary marriage no sa aware no still valid because ensa no ebusuafo said ntena se nka asem no nka say ya dissolve asem no I mean aware no. Then the next thing was confession and as a statement via Daddy Lumba the 60th birthday wo chire mu say me yere a matisika aware no ni nyina na court ni hwe so digital car say legally no ordinance marriage na wo kan mean to me enka say wa ware ordinance marriage because dia wo de be prove no me ni na mom according to a year a fiawari and say traditional marriage a yenye customary ye ne die wawari and still a valid and nunti na ma judge ne ka say ordinance marriage I cannot accept, but you can still go ahead and do what be recognized as a surviving spouse of Daddy Lumba as well.
Wow.
And nunti no empress me momu die ubusami asisi a meka se lawyer ko si hwe or starting here make say the unnecessary PR was too much. I think lawyer could see also Dobroni an unqualified apology. In my opinion.
On your opinion.
Yes. I think say it did say because lawyer could see us at when the judge had not made any pronouncement, no judgment was given. Lawyer could see was calling names. Calling Odobroni side chick, slay queen. Even made an assumption here.
Odobroni your friend is slay queen.
Nyame na make count.
There be your friend is
Who can say friend is me ntiase.
Oboni din no waka say slay queen ana.
Oh, empress video no. Ana won share. Video. I was of the opinion say as a lawyer need focus on your job, do your job and deliver. That was my opinion. But then the name calling, the unnecessary interviews and all of that, I feel say she owes the lady an apology. Because I'm not that time na judge and making statements via. Judge I judge are recognizing as a wife no. All those name calling and all of that, what was that for? Do you realize say now it was actually highly unnecessary in my humble opinion. Extremely unnecessary. What am I saying? Then we come to Ebusuapeni as well. There were name calling Ebusuapeni says they are recommending that go back to the family and apologize to them. Because Yachemu say Mekaisa Danezi or Heneba I can say Ebanu Kunaya Ebusian the betre say a setina woni ye dehye ne tena yentino ye be ma ho kwan say wo be yekuna enti sisi a entokoye akoso back and forth akoso ukoye kuna na abusua se wo monye a den na wo be ye enunti na judge di kan ehye se be ya munya asem ne mra fie na monye den mo meka na nka sumdue emra yesi yenti ya ho ase se yakọ court na se court akasa se say dia e wo se yeti ase yenti ase dia. Let us not disrespect the judiciary system. Let's go to the court of appeal. You think you have evidence, go to the court of appeal and make your case. Patrol they make an ultimacy. I think he has to apologize to Ebusuapeni. And
wanna apologize.
The lawyer, he made certain statements about Ebusuapeni as well. He has to apologize. Na me mom there in my opinion, message say ensehwe. Mama kosua mfa na nintu ne manim. Eni sebi ebusuanim. Ensehwe. Say bia ye ne ebusuafo betena se. Na yakasa. Na yehu the way forward. Na yehu senya ye be den. Ye be kwa yanim. Because Pam no cham no, from what we heard here, from what has gone on in the court and everything that has played out, you still need some sort of should I say approval from Ebusuya to be able to perform that widowhood right. You have to get the, because someone needs to play a role in that widowhood right, and it is Ebusuapeni. Me nim Ebusuapeni timu die, ena me nim na adwen. But obi nso betumi asigina ye say, so watumi ahye Nyankopon anim na obonsametiko. Na watwe me wo court, ye didi matem, ya ye mi say, ono nso betumi akase ene me nso so no. Ubeye kuna na me ma kwan ma wonye enye nhye emra nhye ne ye untumi nye ne hye
waje atum so ye nukunu
wan aje atum so
ye nukunu say ye nukunu na ewu.
Oh yes, but say according to the traditional so no ebusuafo na kire de obeye kuna according to asetina woni omode hye tena ye say so many dia omo be pani ama wa ye kuna temi momu de e feel say ensehwe. Okay. See, you bet snasi na yede ahubrasie any abutoyem ni atena se ne aka asem no na se going forward no kuna na ya pre ho abesi nei as say ya coin the famous question is it your kuna no yentina se na yenka na dia ye be ma no a performing can I say kuna rights no yenhwe ne performing one of the statements a judge ni medima no sees judge ni make ye no or can bibi say marriage is not defined by celebration or place, it is defined by the parties involved. Enti ye anana yete ho na ye nim for sure if indeed there was a marriage ceremony that actually happened between Odobroni and Daddy Lumba. Maybe it was a private ceremony, we didn't know. And especially when ye nim sen yana Daddy Lumba ye private person no na ye nim, but then no ye the emotions, ye the sentiments, ye the personal and ye my young kasaya film, because that's what I saw. And Nkrofobi wo why omo nsema no omo kan na ebia na ye niema omo go through and now omo witnessing and now omo go through and ye the kasaye. We forgot that when we drag people to court and we get to the court, it is not a matter of emotions, it's not a matter of sentiment, it is the paper and what you can prove. So media ebi asem na ba bedu sisi and say me train say Monday
wa wale abrochi aware ni bi da.
Oh, Empress, question where Abusam is irrelevant to the it's very relevant to what we are. No, relevant. Whether my worry or me worry,
reason me worry
and I may feel say irrelevant question.
When you say that's an insult.
Oh, it's not. It's not.
Insult. Who can say irrelevant? I don't really get it.
Me say it doesn't connect with what we are saying. Unless okay, maybe unless I understand where you are coming from.
So, okay. Because we share both parties now. Bakuti abrochi and about Kote Ghana.
Yes.
Yeah, Ghana were any different kaka.
Yes.
And also worry so a different. And say man this house.
I don't get the until I make her say I don't get the context in which you meant it. How do you mean? Say bia abrocha wari and Ghana wari a different into like complete the sentence.
It's the way I walk say. So we and walk say kuna me can about the whole thing that you said. Right. Now I am saying say yeti hanu say na judge amani ruling say on je a year ordinance no engine too. Yeah. But oji a year customary marriage. Okay. So now a honma worry near how worry so you say difference. Oh, there be difference but so hono. Germany ordinance aware and a paper near the proof a certificate. Yes. Yeah, into Wuko court you should know say it's one of the requirements the court will ask for. Exactly, the court will ask of you what must. So it was something that I'm sure they knew because there were a lot of evidences and Papa Evangelist Papa SHEE Ekita or Trese Bible I'm Rachel Bible anything no Empress with the Malusia. Yeah. Me pacho. Yeah. They say well, me momo dear. Say it here Papa SHEE has every right to Evangelist Papa SHEE has every right to express his opinion on whatever is going. But however, me pese me see ni piwo simple so na me catch Papa SHEE pise.
Catch Papa SHEE.
Unye chief mourner.
The chief mourner.
Enye wabusunya unye chief mourner.
Who is the chief mourner?
Onye busunyani.
Me more than busunyani.
And the local position now.
Sit no coming Saturday.
Empress.
Empress.
Papa SHEE.
Aka 2 weeks.
Papa SHEE ubetumi achire wadwen. But Mr. Evangelist Papa SHEE.
Oh, Mr.
Evangelist Papa SHEE me pese me kan si wanim pise unye chief mourner. I'm
speaking for the half of the family.
From day one. Chief mourner. And the way you are peddling yourself in the name of me brother and Tina me Papa SHEE me person me catch was who are you? Who cause confusion?
When I cause confusion?
No enyefe.
Because you
supporting enye nyamisu bai na wo da na di na wo cause confusion enye nyamisu wo betina wo the Bible amaye Bible watch amaye ni na ba wo hia Bible ne sin
I love Bible.
yes,
I use the Bible.
Fa na fe mu asem ye na papa she twe wo ho
men support to evil.
twe wo ho
I don't support evil. I don't support evil. I won't allow anybody bullying anybody.
Nobody's bullying nobody. Twe wo ho na busuafo nyoma yese
Busuafo na be kasa ma omo.
Fata
Half of the family.
Wada Roma uye pani.
Me ya pani ti na me ya me pani dia.
Na wo uye evangelist uye nyame.
Enti na me dey no credit to the other.
She ema sumdwe mba. No kra wo se wonte wo ase. Ya court decide wo se still you attention.
Enye me na msebu
say you are speaking on behalf of people and then you say the judgment is not right. Go to the courts of appeal.
Thank you.
And go and present your case. And let me tell you today.
You tell me
that whatever thing that you presented in the court now, assembly ekodiyen, it is the same thing that you are taking to the appeal court. So go to the appeal court. Nekodi wasem. Unnecessary kasana wo ye behind the scene. Any kasana wo kasana.
Unnecessary kasana. No kasana obi
oh yes.
Who is there unnecessary? Chobi now. Ukaza chema mi akosi ase wa social media. Ukaza mbeto. Every day. Sound way o kosi aboaje. Kosi aboaje na ya fire na also retire no. Ya fire no. Also retire. Ukaza ni pen kola. Isubai ni apam no. Ya pam no. Ya pam no. Ya pam. Me nya duma. Ye yin go for the man let test resign. Ye yin e man let test. Papa ji. O ba o se ni o se preach wa. Ya pam no. Ya pam no. America ya pam wa as me retire. San America ti.
Mr. Mo obi bia o hwe bia despite media empamo.
Ya pam no.
Yeah.
Isubai ti ya pam no.
Isubai
ya pam no.
Stop doing
this. I speak the truth.
Yeah. Me pacho empamo.
Ubetia be didi nkwasi asem.
Me boss. Akosi aboaje empamo no ye. Me pacho yen ko uwie no.
Me pacho mi wie no.
Me pacho yen ko. Me pacho. Yeah.
Papa she. Ya but say na dia wo ye na nko ba bia. Me di manu si empress em say dwumedie ni koso no. Omanfo bi kan bibi say me di me phone e twa picture document Papa she de ma me so document ka me mpa hwe e na me ntwa picture bia enti me say sa enkomo na e koso no me sre ma enye no kre me ntwa picture bia wo ba bia ye and I mean empress mpacho me
that's so for
ma me da was quotation bi of Romans 16 verse 17 or say anuanom me tu mu for say mon hwa mo ho yie